Next up, we got Clemson. Well, really not Clemson. We got Phil Maffa heading to Louisville, and really, it's what I said. I mean, it's going to be Phil Maffa versus the whole team. If he can get his yards and his touchdowns, it's going to be a long night for Louisville. But I've watched both teams play. I watched Clemson. I think Maffa had 39 carries third quarter one game. He was red, dead tired, and was still just running over people. Like, that's something I think we need to talk about on a different show. But if he can do that, I mean, I don't know how Louisville will stop him. I really don't. I hope that it's a good game. I think it will be a good game. But I could see Maffa getting 56 carries for 600 yards this game and 7 touchdowns. And I don't know if the game will even make him sit out a play. Craziest thing I've ever seen. So give me Clemson. Or actually, give me Phil Maffa.
Yeah, so one of the things, so I have Clemson ranked pretty high in my poll. I think I'm one of the things when I was looking at him though this morning is that he's won every game, and that's what it's about, right? Winning the game. But when you look at style points, right? A 2-point win against Stanford, a 7-point win against Florida State. I know Sammy's a great coach. He gave up 35 against Wake Forest. He gave up 24 against Kansas. Is that he hasn't had that like statement win yet, where he's just blanking someone, right? Really good defense, controlling the ball, not turning it over. He's like sweating these games, going late into the fourth quarter. And so maybe that's battle testing him. I'm not sure. But I think Louisville's going to be able to pass the ball. I think this game's a lot closer than some will think it'll be. I think that, like Smitty said, he's going to ride the old Phil train at the end, though, and that's ultimately going to be the difference in the game. And I have it being a 10-point game in the fourth quarter here, but I do have Clemson winning.
Yeah, you touched on some great points there with Clemson, right? Not having a statement win, some close games, and when I'm looking at Louisville, right? If Sargent can slow the run game down a little bit and force him to throw the ball on third downs, I would trust that Louisville defense to lock their receivers up. They got Quincy Riley on the outside, tremendous corner in the game. I love him. He's one of my favorite corners to watch in real life. So if he can make him force the ball on key third down plays and potentially force a turnover or two there, especially being at home in this game, I think their offense can score some points with what you were saying with Clemson giving up 35 to Wake Forest, 31 to Florida State, 28 to Stanford. They got a really good quarterback in Tyler Shaw. They got a good receivers. So I think Louisville comes out of here with a massive win at home. With a 4-point win here. I think he scores late and gets a W.
Well, I can understand the doubts about Clemson and playing the close games and it being a Phil Maffa-centric show and that passing game be a little suspect. But I also watched Louisville play Notre Dame and Miami. And they're going to lose by 20-plus points again here. When they're faced with a team that is their equal, they frankly get smacked. And that's what we've seen so far, and I think that's what we're going to see again. Tigers big.
I feel bad that I picked Louisville now. It's not looking good for Louisville. But so we're going to go to our next matchup here.